Hey everybody, and welcome. And we've got, for some particular reason, I am over here. I think it's that somehow I arranged it the wrong way, and I managed to do it so that the mic is over here as opposed to over there. And I think I did it so that it's all turned around. Hello everybody, it's all turned around from when I normally have it. So bear with me one moment, please, while I turn things around. I am just setting this up and somehow managed to turn this from where it is. 1, 2, 3. If I do a flip like this, would it work? Yeah, it did. The device is rotated. So let's see. You're upside down. I don't want you upside down. There you are. I want everybody right side up. Hold on a second. It's not. I know you think I'm taking you for a ride, but what I'm actually doing is I'm used to having this a certain way, and it's not working. So hold on one second. I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm just going to leave it there because the camera's over here. All right. So what I'm going to do is, since the camera's over there, I'm going to switch everything around and bring it over here. And I'm about to go to the game in a second. And give you an update, the hockey game I said. Bear with me one moment, folks. There's that. How did you guys like that little spinny? It was like a roller coaster, like whoop-de-doo, whirly gig kind of deal, right? Fun stuff, whoop-de-doo, whirly gig kind of action there. But the problem is that the mic, the lens is over here, okay? And so it's picking up what's on my right better than I want it to, and that is a bit of an issue. I'm going to put it back here so that I can, there it is. And there it is. Again, this is one of those drawbacks of having to set up everything as the live stream is going, right? Because if you're doing it live. Now, if you're stationary on YouTube, the deal is, well, okay, you can, in other words, if you do it through the computer, you can set it up pre-started. But here you have to adjust everything as you go. And I will go to YouTube right now and set up the page and then give you the update next. How is everybody doing? Welcome to what's going to be probably one of the more, I thought last night was one of the more interesting live chats we had. That was a lot of fun with Godfather, and that was a lot of fun. Now, I know what you're thinking. Am I going to turn on that television set? No, I'm not going to, because if I do, I'll get a huge copyright violation. I had that once before happen, and I'm not going to do that again. So, no, not at all. I am actually now going to the channel for live streaming. See, I'm going this way, right? But you're actually over here. The lens is right there. See, there's the lens, okay? The lens is here. Hello, right? There's the lens, okay? But I'm so used to being here that I have to move over here now. So sometimes I can't, my eyes, get the idea. Okay. Now, according to stream is good, watch page, everybody's good. Let's see here. And I got a commercial already. Yay! Hey everybody, how are you doing? And the Rockies are the best. What? Are you serious? And I've got to kill my own voice here. Done. Okay. What do I think about The Rock possibly running for president? That's a good title for a live stream show. Maybe tomorrow. Salute Golden State. Hello Bernard. Hello Go Cubs. Hello Barry. Hello Octavio. Hello Usual Suspects. Hello Zinsters. The sound is not good. Oh man. That is wild. Let's see here. Let me try something here. It is Yeah, it is a little muted. That's weird. And I think it has something to do with this tripod. Let me try something. Let me try something here. I hate to... Background interference. Yeah. Is that better? Something about that pie chart. Is that better? Feedback. I don't know where the feedback is coming from. Noise is bad. Yeah, I don't know. I don't... See, that's the thing. I don't hear anything in here. Right? I mean, I don't know if it's the light. I don't know what's going on. Oh, it's way better? Okay. You know what it is then? If it's way better, you know what? It's this thing. This thing is causing a problem. And ever since I used it, or starting using it, it's okay, yeah. Ever since I started using this, there have been these sound issues. Right. You say it's clear how or clear now? Clear now. Yeah, it's just this thing. Whenever I had it attached, see how it's designed? All right. There was a sound issue, and now I've detached it, and there's no sound issue. Of course, I don't have a tripod, so I'll just have to. There's still some background noise, but not a lot, right? This was obviously echoing that background noise, and I'm wondering. Well, so much for the tripod idea. Oh, it's not grounded? You mean the tripod is not grounded? That's what it is? So let me ask a dumb question. How do I ground? I'm going to admit I don't know something. It's the flux capacitor. So basically you're telling me is I have to call the doc. I have to call the doc. Great. I have to go to Christopher Lloyd, have him put on that crazy wig, and yeah. Barry Lee says you could get headphones with a mic and plug it into the phone that way. Yeah, that's true. Then I'm really just like cumbersome. I just wanted to go like, free flow, without all that stuff. Get gum flex seal and spray it. You mean get gum flex seal and spray this? It's a good idea. It's something about the material. Maybe it should be plastic, right? It may be that it's acting like some kind of conduit or something. I just did this, right, and I feel a little electric shock. Something weird going on there. Ew. Ew. Maybe this is a device that Dr. Frankenstein used. Maybe that's it. I think that's what it is. This is a device that Dr. Frankenstein used. This thing. I really believe that, This is weird. And I don't know. Okay. Now, we were talking about, let's see here. We were talking about the Mighty Ducks. I just put that thing down over there. And let's see here. Is it really humid in your... It is humid. Yeah, it is. It's not really humid, but it's hot. Joe Mill says, place it on something that will make it not vibrate. I'm holding it in my hand right now is what's happening. So the vibration you're experiencing is my left hand holding it. Before it was on the tripod, okay? A tuning fork. I don't have a tuning fork. And go Cubs and Rockies. Woohoo! I'm trying to figure out what else I can do here that might solve the problem. I think we're going to have to go back to the old tried and true computer clip that I had. So that might do it. Hold on a second. Let me set this down. One, okay. 2, 1 does. Let me set this down here. Hey, you know what? How does that? That works. That's right on the computer. It is a heat. It's warm here. It's like 80 degrees. It's quite warm. Yes. Now, it is quite warm. Cherry. Let me see now. Hey, by the way, we've got to say we have to send our condolences to Chris Berman and his wife. He lost his wife of 33 years in a tragic car accident. Now here, you follow live. Oilers and Ducks are battling in Game 7. All right, it's NBCSN. Thank you. And let's see where we are. It's 5:32 in the third. Okay, and we have now Anaheim is ahead. Anaheim is ahead. 2-1. Rest in peace. And so in progress third. This is it. This is the Game 7, folks. This is it. Let me see if I can get you the play-by-play or the game cast. Let's see if I can get game cast for the hockey game. Now, I'm normally not into hockey until it's the playoffs. Here's the game cast, folks. This is the game cast. This is the game cast of the deal. All right. There it is. Okay. See that? Ducks, Oilers, like that, all right? So there it is. I'll go back and forth and give you updates. I just wanted to let you know that I was definitely paying attention to this. And see, I'm starting to get used to being on the right here and not the left. It's like if you see, there's a temptation for me to look right here, okay? As opposed to in my own eye. It's like, it's all screwing me up there. Now, let's go back to your comments. Yeah, rest in peace, Chris and Boom and his wife. And the Colin Kaepernick ban is a bunch of BS. It's really horrible. But on the other hand, let's think about it from the standpoint of yeah, hockey. I like hockey. No, I like hockey. Golden State Raider says hockey never on TV. Laugh out loud. No interest. Okay, hold on a second. You've got me going now. Oh boy. Let me see here. I don't even know if this is going to work, alright? This might. Let's see here. I may have to turn down the sound. Wait a second. I will have to turn down the sound. There it is. And press OK to watch TV. And hold on a second. Let's this will not turn down. Hold on. Oops. Alright. It's all the way down. It's all the way down. Now that it's all the way down, let's see here. Can I change the channel? Can. I think the hockey game is 601, right? It's ESPN, right? Hockey. Scott Van Pelt, college football, Sports Nation, spring football, We the Fans, SEC Now, off air. Hey, what station is the hockey game on? Oh, I'll tell you what station is the hockey game on? Does anyone know? On television. Is it, let me see here. Let me see here. That's ESPN, but I can't seem to find it. NBC Sports. Thank you, Barry Lee. That's channel 11, right? That's the Tonight Show. Let's see here. Law and Order, American Dad. Give me the station number. Give me the station number. ABC is channel 2. That's Jimmy Kimmel. I'm not getting that. What else? It looks like you have a brand new TV. Oh, you know what that is? That's the Lens. Broom Hockey League. Let's see here. I can't find it. Hey, somebody give me a number. NBC Sports is channel 11. That's not on. It's Jimmy Kimmel. You mean the sports? Give me the sports channel. Give me a number. Give me a number. A channel number, not a name. Give me a channel number. I need a channel number. Give me a channel number. Anybody? Going once? Going twice? I'm just flipping channels here. I have no idea where I'm going. Nobody's giving me a number. Let's see here. Well, just give me a number. Just give me a number. Don't just... Yeah, I know that, but just give me a number. Let me try something. You never know. I'm on AT&T. Just give me try something. Anybody. Give me a number, Barry. What station number? Give me a number. Thank you. 605. Thank you. Okay. Golly. It's like, give me a number. Give me a number. Hold on a second. 605. Okay. Six. 05. This is ridiculous. This is not... You know what? Forget it. Rats. I'm bagging it. I give up. It's not working like I want it to work, so there. Alright. I can't get it. It's too frustrating. Enough. Now, so as far as Colin Kaepernick, here's how I see it, alright? Blaine Gabbert was picked up by the Arizona Cardinals today. And Blaine Gabbert is a man who was, hey, how you doing, mister? Yeah, hey, you guys, no arguing here about BS stuff, okay? Just appreciate it, okay? At any rate, Blaine Gabbert is from the University of Missouri, star quarterback. He was drafted number 10 in 2011 at the 2011 NFL Draft. He expected to be drafted number 1. Now, that year, Ducks win. Go Ducks! That year, I blogged that Colin Kaepernick was a better quarterback, a much better quarterback than, excuse me for a second. I blogged that he was a much better quarterback than Blaine Gabbert. And Colin Kaepernick was taken by the 49ers in the second round and wound up basically in a little bit later, 2014, 2013, starting and, as we know, leading the San Francisco 49ers to the Super Bowl where they lost to the Baltimore Ravens in New Orleans, right? Using a terrific offensive scheme by Greg Roman, without question. Better athlete, but here's the problem, okay? And Octavio says, better athlete, but owners don't think he is a team player. And yes, John Marks, Blaine Gabbert is now a Cardinal. One moment, please. Blaine Gabbert is now an Arizona Cardinal player behind Carson Palmer. And so, yes, he is now a Cardinal. The issue I have with the decision is that Colin's a better quarterback. But Colin created this situation for himself by protesting against the flag. Okay? And sure, you can criticize a number of team moves that have been made by organizations who have drafted players who have had less than questionable backgrounds. Like, well, you know, I don't know that he's officially banned, but it looks like an unofficial ban. Otherwise, a person who is as good as he has proven himself to be would have been on somebody's roster by now. And Smile Be Happy, I agree with you, Smile Be Happy. Smile Be Happy is talking about the Raiders situation in Oakland. And he says that Oakland needs to put a lien on the Raiders for all the money they owe Oakland. I agree. But back to the whole issue of Colin Kaepernick, and also back to the issue of the Edmonton Oilers versus the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. I screwed up. When I read the promo, the Edmonton Oilers were ahead of and beating the Mighty Ducks, and there were reports that the Oilers had beaten the Mighty Ducks already. Okay, so then I saw this update and I thought, oh man, geez Louise. Lesson learned. But you know what? It makes for great live stream conversation, so it's okay. I mean, you are all talking about it, right? Now, the starting quarterback for the 49ers right now, well, no one. The 49ers do not have a set starter at quarterback. They do not have a set starter. We thought maybe they'd go after Kirk Cousins. It didn't happen. We thought maybe they'd get a quarterback in the draft. That didn't happen. So, let me see what the 49ers are reporting for their roster at this moment in time, okay? Let's see what the 49ers are reporting on their roster. And by the way, it is a final. Anaheim Ducks won 2-1. And I am right now plugging my phone in, okay? So bear with me for a second. Okay. Now, as far as the 49ers, SF 49ers roster, this is what we have. SF 49ers roster. We have reported, let's see here. Let's see what it gives us. The player roster as of now. For quarterbacks, you have Matt Barkley from USC. And you have CJ Beathard. And we have Matt Barkley, CJ Beathard, and Brian Hoyer. So right now, as it looks, if the 49ers were going to start the season, I would think they would go with Brian Hoyer. No, I would think they would go with Matt Barkley. They would go with the experienced guy, Matt Barkley, on the roster. And it would be a duel between Barkley and Hoyer. I will say this. I think that they've got some good young quarterbacks on their roster right now. I'm talking about the 49ers. And that's really what's going on here. I really think that the 49ers are concentrating on young unknown guns, yeah, but people that are malleable, people that Kyle Shanahan has some familiarity with in terms of their style of play, who he can then design his scheme or system around. And I believe that's what he's going to do. Now, let's see here. They're building through the draft. That's correct, Golden State. Hey, go Cubs. Hey, Rick Rice, how are you? Who did I miss here? And Smile Be Happy says, Rick Rice, I'm great. Jamal Mills, how you doing? 49ers over there destroying their organization, says he. It does look that way, doesn't it? But look, I think they were destroying their organization with Chip Kelly. I think they were destroying their organization with the moves that, and he's a good man, a friend of mine, Jed York, made in turning over head coaches every single year. That is a recipe for dysfunction and instability. And so Jed should sign a promise contract to the 49ers that he will not change coaches in 5 years. You just leave the 49ers alone for 5 years. Let the GM, let John Lynch do his thing. Go on a siesta and have fun. That's what he should do. Now, you all have Raiders Cat. How are you doing? Crawford 371 says the move to Santa Clara was the beginning of the downfall. Raiders Cat says NFL ban. It feels like a ban, yeah. Octavio Arias says correct. Kaepernick needs to show commitment to the game and also commitment to his ideals. I just think that Kaepernick needs to well, as my mom put it, stop shooting himself in the foot for some sex. That's what my mom was saying. My mom said, he did all this for some pussy. And he said that he changed when he met this girl, and my mom is right. He did. That's a bad reason to screw up your career. Absent something that they are doing to your missus that cause you to take a stand. Rick Gray, how are you? And do I have any idea what the PSL prices will be? The PSL prices, I don't have a concrete idea, but I believe they're going to be around an average of $15,000 per seat. $10,000 or $15,000 per seat. There you go. Now, well, that's okay, Mr. Rediv. I mean, he has a question about Las Vegas Stadium. I've been following the issue, as I have been stadium issues for some time. So, hey, ask away. And then the world needs a hug and a cookie. I have no idea what that's about. And let's see here. And since I don't know and the world needs a hug for a cookie, I'm going to have to simply block him there. Or just simply say, what are you talking about there? I have no idea what you're talking about. And let's see here. Yeah, $10,000 to $15,000. That's right. Thank you. The world. Rick Gray, hi. Hey, no, Rick, you don't have to apologize for talking Raiders PSL prices. You are allowed to do that. Every micro topic or subtopic of the Raiders, stadiums here or Las Vegas or Rancho Cucamonga. Yeah, I said it. Rancho Cucamonga. Just kidding. Is open. All right. It's as far as the 49ers, Go Cubs says it's just like the 2016 Broncos quarterback situation. Yeah. Well, in a sense. Yeah. It is. Rick Rice said Cat went full Muslim because of his lady and became a vegan too. Interesting. Now, John Mark says, any news on the biotech group buying Oakland land? No news on them yet. I'll follow up on that. And let's see here. Rick Rice, I think you're absolutely right about Colin Kaepernick. And yeah, John Marks, that's a high PSL price. Now, to put things in perspective, the low PSL price level is about $2,000. And that's what I was able to maintain as a price level when Mark Davis asked me to come up with my version of a stadium for the Raiders in Oakland. All right, 10 or 15,000. That's the high end, and that's going to chase away a lot of Raider Nation. Raider Nation, as you know it right now, if they get to Las Vegas, will not exist. It will give way to high rollers from all various parts of the world: Germany, Japan, out of Mongolia, Australia, Macau. You get the idea. And they'll all be bringing various types of guests with them. You know what I'm getting at. It's going to be completely different with prices like that. And you're going to see them maybe once a game, and they're going to give their ticket to somebody else that they have some deal with that's not going to be a Raider fan. And you're not going to know that person is a season ticket holder. If you're able to afford those season tickets, you're going to be thinking, who's that? It's not going to be the same, folks, at all. It's going to be, well, like the Cowboys. And Smile says, we are not rich fans. No, we're not. And PSLs are an added tax. And Rick Gray says, okay, 10 to 15K for PSL price. What about maintenance fee per year like they had in Oakland? I remember that. And then the ticket prices were 2,000 PSL and would be about 2,000 seats at the top of the stadium. Yeah, I don't know that they're going to attach a maintenance fee. I'm not going to rule that out because this is still at the infancy of the planning for the stadium. All right. Now, what I'm trying to find out is here's the big issue, okay? And this is an enormous issue. This is an enormous problem. You all know that, maybe you don't know, the Atlanta Falcons also received an $850 million loan from Bank of America, okay? And, excuse me, the way that the loan is designed is it's initially a 5-year loan, and then after 5 years, the idea was to see how the Falcons would do in gaining sponsors, and then restructure the bond issue based on that, okay? I don't know the answer regarding that PSL question, all right? Now, here's the thing with the Falcons. The Falcons, as of a month ago, scored $1 billion in total. $1 billion. $1 billion in total sponsorship fee revenues. $1 billion. Okay? That $1 billion more than pays off the Bank of America loan. $1 billion. Alright? Now, and they're not done. So they have an $850 million loan, which means they can pocket $150 million out of that extra from the sponsorship fees. $1 billion. Now, I'm pretty sure they're not going to use all that sponsorship's revenue to retire that bond issue. Some of it's going to be money that comes out of their pocket because Arthur Blank's a deep pocket owner. He can afford to mix revenues like that. The Raiders can't. And see, the Raiders' added problem is that they have to pay for off-site infrastructure costs in a way the Falcons don't. So the Falcons Stadium is $1.4 billion, okay, and the Raiders Las Vegas Stadium is $1.9 billion, or they say $1.7, but it's still more expensive with a bigger loan. So it's not clear to me how they're going to pay that off. Now, Atlanta United helping with that sponsorship. Well, Atlanta United is also owned by Arthur Blank. John Marks talks about the PSLs as a ripoff, and he got his seats in the hood, as he says. and I missed something about the rigged game. What is this? The Falcons got that as hush money for the rigged game in the Super Bowl. Ha ha ha. That's funny. I like that. Humor! Humor! Ha ha ha! Humor! And let's see here. You guys are rich in heart. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Jamal Mills says Raiders got pimped. High-class escorts. And how do I pronounce this? Is it Mr. Rediv? It's clear Mark doesn't care about the fans. He wants the big dollars. But here's the problem. While that may be the case, there is a utility curve. It's called utility maximization curve in microeconomics that Mark Davis is up against, where there's only so high a price point people will pay for his product in Las Vegas. And not only that, we don't know who's going to pay it. We have a good idea who's not going to pay it, but we don't know who will, if it gets that far. I am still not convinced this deal is going to work. I am not convinced. I am not. Now, Octavio Arias has a great idea. Kaepernick should go to the Panthers behind Cam Newton. But you know what? The Charlotte fans, I can't see the Charlotte fans embracing Kaepernick. I mean, that's the Deep South. That is, you're talking about a red state. Can you see that? Can you see the owner doing that? Can I see the owners? Can I see the owners of the Carolina Panthers, Wayne Weaver? Can I see him doing that? I mean, excuse me, Jerry Richardson. Wayne Weaver was the old owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Can I see Jerry Richardson doing that? No, I can't. I can't. Now, let's see here. Golden State Raiders says they will start building January 2018. On the building the stadium. Building what? Golden State. Whoa. Golden State Raider. What are you talking about? Past tense. Are you talking about the? What is? You're talking about starting construction in 2018. Oh, I see. Yeah, because the groundbreaking was supposed to happen in December. Right. Yeah, the groundbreaking is supposed to happen in December. Okay, that's the idea. But they've got to finish all of these agreements. They have to finish the land agreement. They have to do the land transfer agreement. There's no evidence that's been done yet. They have to do the land review. That hasn't been done yet. There's a lot of things that have to happen between now and December. This is May. You got May. Let's count it up. You got May, June, July, August, September. They got 5 months to get this done. Okay, 5 months. 5 months. All of it. The drawings. And then who's paying for this, right? Is that from the Bank of America pocket? Don't know. I don't know. Okay? This is a big risk they're taking on. It's a huge risk. So you have to figure that if Bank of America is satisfied with the deal, and there's no clear evidence they are at all, then you would have heard about it by now. In the case of the Atlanta Falcons, they lined up not just Bank of America, but 8 banks that provided financing. And they were comfortable with the deal. In fact, there was no issue at all with signing the banks. Everyone had complete confidence in the Falcons project. I don't see where that's the case with the Raiders. Okay? I don't see where that's the case with the Raiders. So, I'm sorry, I missed something here. Do I think Cap will go to the CFL? I'm going to hold out hope for the NFL. I think some NFL team will give him a chance. I really do. I mean, all he has to do is agree to not do the whole helmet thing and piss off people. I mean, after all, he can do that on his own time, but he shouldn't do that on the team's time. That should be considered a no-no. No deal signed. Not at all. What did I miss? VDub and CA said, "Go Cubs." It's public seating licensing. Basically, you have to pay $10,000 to $15,000 just to reserve seats. Then you have to pay the price for each seat per game. Actually, it's not public seating license. It's personal seat license. It's not public. It's personal. Yeah. So, what do we have here? We've got Johnny Manziel will get a job before Cap. I agree. Barry Lee says Zini, the Falcons also planned their stadium for a few years and didn't rush into planning and construction. Barry Lee, comment of the night so far. You're absolutely right. And thank you for the correction. Octavio says, as long as he, being Kaepernick, shows love and commitment to the game. Yeah. And Rick Ross, you are right. Rick Ross is right. Rick Ross is right. Yeah. It's not your fault. VDub and CA, it's not your fault. What did you say? And, I see. Rick Gregg. This is a good question from Rick Gregg, too. His second. He asks, how did the Las Vegas Stadium Authority figure out how to build a glass retractable dome? That is a huge cost that no one can tell me that will cost. Well, here's the answer. They haven't. It's an idea. But look, there's so much about this project that's hush hush. I can't get the architects to call me back. I have to get another architect to opine on that one if somebody's willing to go public in their opinion. But the bottom line is, you can't just take a design that was meant for Carson, California, and frickin' plop it down in Las Vegas without changing wholesale some aspect of its configuration. That just doesn't make any sense to me. Does it make sense to you? No. Now, Zinni, your godfather, Grizz Livestream was, thank you. Really good. Thank you. I love that. Thank you. Rick Rice says, glass retractable dome. Ha! Is that even possible? I've never seen that done before. What a joke. You know, glass retractable. Wow. I don't... Membrane, yeah, but retractable? We're talking about the desert. We're talking about humid climates. You have to have a heck of an engineering a heck of a power system going in there, you know? For that sun to get in there, heat up that place, keep it cool, so that it doesn't become a giant greenhouse, you know what I mean? Wow. And Jamal Mills asks, will I go to the opening Falcons preseason game? Yes, I will. Yes. And Barry Lee points out a really great point. The sandstorms in Vegas would not mesh well with a Carson Stadium design, no. Hey, by the way, if you were Colin Kaepernick, what would you do? How would you handle the situation? I'm all ears. What would you do if you were Colin Kaepernick? No, you're right, Rick Rice. And, yeah. Smile Be Happy says, there's nothing to the deal. They lump the gun, I think it means jump the gun, and put some kind of scam together to get the owners to vote. I like that. I like that. Oh, by the way, Go Cubs is right. It's on the side. It's a side kind of opening like that. Barry Lee says plan retirement. Let's take a look at the model so we can get a better idea of what we're talking about here with respect to the Vegas Stadium. Hold on. Las Vegas Stadium, and then architect. Let's see here. CBS Sports has a new article on how they're cutting it close if they're going to make the 2020 season. I am of the opinion they're not going to make it, okay? And I hold that opinion because of the issues with the negotiating documents and all that goes with it. Here we go. Okay, here's the virtual tour of the stadium. All right, folks, one moment, please. I'm going to switch you over so you can have this, so you can have a look. Have a look at this virtual tour of the stadium. All right, hold on a second. And 1, 2, 3. Let's switch that over, like so. And there. I'll skip the ad, like so. And there it is. There. See that? Okay. And this is by Manica Architecture. And that's the Final Four. This is that. Okay, let's stop here. This is that retractable roof. See that? But it's not a roof. It's a glass door. So here's the answer. It's a glass door. It's a sliding glass door, not a roof. Got it? It's a sliding glass door. See that? So you see the roof is a membrane, very much like what's being built in Los Angeles, in Inglewood, excuse me. See that? See that? See that? So we take another shot, hugging the outside. You can see the areas that are planned down here. These large outdoor areas. See that? All right, and then this is the interior. And see, these are the luxury suites up here. See that? See that? It's going to be really expensive. But here's the deal. Here's the deal. That looks like the press box area right there. Yeah, that's the press box. That's the press area. Given the way media is changing, I wonder if they really need all those seats for press. So here's the roof, all right? See, that's the roof. It's not retractable. It's just a membrane right next to the strip. See that? So that's the idea, folks. And note, they don't even have the Raiders playing there. Have you noticed that? Wait. Whoa, hold on a second. What is this? What is this? Well, that's UNLV. I'm sorry. Okay, that's UNLV. This is it as UNLV. Okay, so this is for the Running Rebels. So for UNLV, see how they have it? All right, I get you. I get it. Thank you, Jamal. Yeah. So you get an idea where it's going to be in relation to the strip. You can freeze that and go back a little bit here. Now this is what we should have done for Oakland. We should have had a model like this. We didn't. Okay? We did not. All right? And that's at night. Now those fireworks, that's an FAA issue. In fact, that brings up one thing. FAA review? Hey, the FAA hasn't weighed in on this. Just saying. Just saying. So there's your view of the stadium, folks. And that's what they're talking about, all right? And we go back to our presentation. Back here. So there you go. That should answer your question regarding the roof situation. That should answer your question regarding the roof situation. Okay. Now, it says Thursday, if they have PSL applied to more than one ticket. Oh, the question about the PSL, you said they said a PSL could be applied to more than one ticket. Yeah, it's a PSL per seat. Okay, so you may choose a seat, let's say in the south end zone, and the PSL price there may be lower, hopefully. So that's what you're looking at. All right, and Corvette, that's funny. I'm not going to repeat that because I don't want to get anybody in the untoward, unnecessary, or unforeseen trouble. Okay, I'll just leave that. And Go Cubs says the field is just like the Arizona Cardinals. The field comes in and comes out of the stadium. Yeah, I noticed that, and I see that I guess assuages UNLV's concerns about wanting a full grass stadium or something like that, or maybe turf, different kind of turf than the Raiders wanted. And Octavio says, put solar panels on the roof and use the energy to generate revenue. Good idea. Barry Lee says, yeah, the FAA banned the casino from shining that beam up into the air. Yeah, they sure did. And that was further away from the airport. So you're not going to see those fireworks at all. And yeah, Golden State Raider and Go Cubs, you guys get along, come on. Jamal Mills, Raiders going to build them a stadium and get kicked out for UNLV and whatever they decide to use the stadium for. I think that could happen. I really do. If it's true that Adelson is not involved and there's still bad blood there, I really believe that could happen. Now, let's see here. ML Scott, forgive me, but that design Fortress presented was rather cheesy. Hey ML, can you explain that when you say it was cheesy? I'd like to flesh that out. We need to, and I need to get you all on Skype so we can have a face conversation. That'd be great. But can you explain that? And while you're saying that, yeah. Rick Gray says, Zinni, the roof has been explained as a retractable roof and side panels. Ah. The Sky Dome was built in 1989 at $420 million over budget. So I wonder if this is where Sheldon Adelson will get back in. You know, that could be. But to have a retractable roof and that sliding door, I don't know that they need. Let me ask. It seems to me that, and I'll try to confirm this, that they're just coming up with this design without putting it in a wind tunnel. Okay? So something's not quite right. You have to remember the original design for the Carson facility didn't call for a retractable roof. Remember that? It was open air. Okay? It was open air. Donis, how are ya? Donis. What is the percentage of this falling apart and the Raiders wind up staying? 50-50. Coin flip. Zinni, does the NHL in Vegas have PSLs like the NFL? No. I don't know. I don't know how the market works. But, I say no, but let me double check. I'm pretty certain I'm right about this. I'm opening up a new window and I'm writing Las Vegas. Golden Knights. And then PSL. We'll have an answer in a second. And let's see here. Season tickets are available. Vegas Golden Knight for setting the stage for pro sports in the desert. Here's I don't see any references to a personal seat license at all. I don't see that. And so let me make sure I'm right here. Let me go to the official Golden Knights website, the NHL. They've got their latest video for the Golden Knights. It says buy tickets now starting at, well, that's the award show. Hockey award show. That's like $15. No. Golden Knights. Yeah, but where can I buy tickets? They got their schedule up. They don't have the tickets. There's nothing where I can click and buy tickets. Wait a minute. It's way at the upper part. It says tickets, alright? I'll have your answer. I'm trying to get your answer here. Wow, what a beautiful facility. Full season memberships. Premium single game tickets. Alright, full season memberships. You can also get a partial season membership. But I clicked on full season. And let's see here. Tickets. Oh, they're sold out of full season membership packages. They have a limited number of half season games, ticket 22 games, and quarter seasons. You can get the partials, okay? And you can join their wait list. They have a priority wait list, which is available for the start of the season. And you can join that wait list by paying a non-refundable $100 per seat deposit. Does that sound familiar? Now, I believe the Raiders is refundable. Now, let's see here. Let me click on the buy now and see what happens. Online tickets waitlist deposits. $100 per seat. That's the waitlist plan. Okay? Now, there's no mention here of a personal seat license, alright? At all. Let me try something else here. For more information on securing tickets or placing deposit, please contact Ticket Sales. Single game tickets. Let's check on suites. Want to buy a suite? Group tickets. A limited number of group tickets are available. A limited number of single game suite rentals will be available for purchase at select games. Alright, but they have not sold out their suites. Ta-da! They have not sold out their suites. A single game ticket to see the Las Vegas Golden Knights. A limited will go on sale number, and they don't list the prices here. That's interesting, folks. They do not list the prices for single game tickets here yet. Maybe I want a partial seat membership, right? Partial season. Oh, wait a minute. 22 half game and 11 game quarter season plans are available. Seats start as low as $50 per seat, which is still high. $50 per seat. Wait. Unless that's $50 per seat for 11 games. If that's the case, that's great. You got priority on the can't wait priority list. You have savings off the single game pricing, access to purchase prepaid parking, invitation to select season ticket member events. But I don't see any listing here or discussion of that implies that a personal seat license is being asked for. Don't see that. Now, let's see here. What did I miss? I like the NHL. In my team, the Chicago Blackhawks. I'm from Chicago, okay? I like the San Jose Sharks too, but they're not in Oakland. I feel that there should be an Oakland, you know what I'm talking about, John Marks, hockey team, okay? We need an Oakland hockey team, an Oakland soccer team, an Oakland NFL team, an Oakland NBA team, all Oakland. We have baseball, all Oakland. And Rick Gray says the indoor view shows a retractable roof in a field that can slide outside. I don't know who that's not a retractable roof. It's a dome. But you know what though? Whoa. You're right though. Nevada Senate Bill 1 calls for a retractable roof stadium. You are right about that. That is in writing. That has to be there. And why they constructed something that really should be rewritten. It's causing a lot of problems. It's causing problems for them, which are good for us in Oakland. And if it's not rewritten, hey, you know what? That's okay, Miguel. Hey, it's a free country, Miguel. Rick Rice says nothing better than a ample desert sun. And scantily clad. Anyway, Rick Gray says New England Sports Network. Okay. But I'm not referring to any other news organization. I'm referring to the law. The Southern Nevada Tourism and Infrastructure Act calls for a retractable roof stadium. It doesn't say anything about sliding glass. Of course, it doesn't prohibit it either. And that may be the better idea when all is said and done. You know, have that cool air come in on days when it's available. Raider Kuko says, "Hey, Zenny, I'm from Waukegan, Illinois, and I went to UIC for my chemical engineering degree. Thank you." Go Cub says, "How can that be a retractable roof?" Easy. It can't. I have to think that somewhere along the way, someone considered, or maybe they didn't. Because to me, that roof should not be like a sunroof. You ever had a sunroof? You ever had a car with a sunroof? Do you know how hot it can get in there? Seriously. That's a greenhouse. Woo! And Rick Gray says, that's where I just got the info from Zen, and yes, I read it there too. It must be some sort of fiberglass roof. Yeah. Well, I think they're going to have to rethink that. I really do, because if you've ever had a car with a sunroof, or remember a moonroof? Because there used to be, this goes all the way back to the 70s big luxury cars, okay? Like my favorite was the Lincoln Continental and the Continental Mark IV, okay? And they were known, and the Cadillacs were known for the moonroofs. And the moonroof was this retractable roof, but it was also glass. Now, during the summer, if you ever had one of those during the summer, whoo, it got hot in your car. Now, why would you apply that design to a large building in a desert? It doesn't make any sense. Jamal Mills said it for me. He has an Optima and it gets hot with his roof. Where did Kuko? Why go to a game in Vegas when you can watch in the casinos and get free beer? Ding. Yeah. Right there with you, Barry. Barry says, no, because I'm not near Oakland. I live in Texas. See, there you go. Vita, yeah. Barry, will you go to the games? If they go, I'm still not certain they'll go. ML Scott. Oh, here it is, ML. You were talking about the cheesy thing. I found it. ML Scott says the stadium design / layout that they presented online didn't have the wow factor. It was bland and not detailed. Not only that, ML, it was a regurgitation of previous designs. I talked to one of Ronnie Lott's representatives. We were emailing and texting back and forth, and what you saw in the presentation came from my behest. I went ballistic and said, you need to have a design drawing. They weren't even going to have that. And the reason why I wrote what I wrote on Tuesday morning at 3 o'clock was because of a lot of not being listened to, a lot of not being involved and on the team as a consultant, and not being permitted to put together a task force. A lot of, and I'm saying this bluntly, a lot of things that I know I could have done that would have saved this project. And I'm being very blunt when I say that the Raiders would have been in Oakland. We would have called their bluff. We would have made Mark Davis an offer he could not refuse. We would have bought every property, or at least made it look like we owned Las Vegas. Option here, option there. I'd have gotten the tech community rallied, and we would have sewn up and blocked the Raiders from buying any property in Las Vegas, or made it so that they would have to pay an even higher price than $77 million or $100 million. In fact, what they had to pay in that case was in part due to me anyway. So, no. So, not at all. Ugh. Oakland Stomper, says John Marks. Who won the Celtics hammered the Wizards. I'm sorry, Miguel. The Celtics just hammered the Wizards. The Wizards. The Wizards. The Wizards. Barry said if I had the money, I wouldn't go to the games in Vegas unless it was the Super Bowl. Miguel Rose says he won't go to any Las Vegas Raider games. The Raiders belong in one place, and that's Oakland. I agree. Donna says, do it now, Zenny. And do what? Oh, you mean as far as, what was I supposed to do, Donis? I missed something. Do what now? ML Scott, I trust and believe you, Zenny. We would have had a killer presentation. Yeah, we would have. We would have had a completely killer presentation. Alright? I mean, have you seen my stick figure drawing? My next step was to hire an architect to make that a model. And it was a partially enclosed design. Okay? With hotels. So what we had was more exciting, still is, than either one of these proposals. Crawford, the whole thing is flimsy and shady. No creativity, lots of games played with UNLV. Yep. And that is what's going to hurt. That really is. Yep. Donna, she said, do it now, Zenny. Do what? What did I say? What did I say? Stephen Collins, you're right, and how are you? Oakland Raiders and no other. Absolutely. Oh, you're saying you're talking about me if I was allowed to put my hands on it? Yeah, what I did just through pure hubris. Just saying, hey, look, you're wrong. I had a little battle with Ronnie Lott. He thought I was crazy about a particular idea regarding the NFL. I says, are you crazy? I said, no, I'm not crazy. Yeah, I am crazy. I take that back. I am crazy. Crazy enough to do anything to get something done. I am crazy. Yeah. I forgot what it was that I said to him now. It was, let me find that real quick. I'm kind of curious here to, I gotta remind myself of what that was all about. Because now that it's over, hey, look, people are writing books about these things, right? My friends who were involved in the Super Bowl, they wrote their book, introduced it. Why not? Let me see something here. Let me see what that was. Oh, this is where I told Ronnie Lott, I said that Fortress offering a traditional loan was a critical error. But, see, Fortress was told to do that by Eric Grubman. Alright? And so, and I was saying that, we need to talk, and I told, basically, let's see here. I think he was saying, oh, this is what I said to Ronnie Lott. I said, can't we do a deal? This is where we were talking about, all right? Are you guys? I was trying to get Ronnie to call the NFL's bluff, to say, hey, look, you want the land, give it to him. Ronnie's response back to me was, are you crazy? No, I'm not crazy. That's what we were talking about, okay? I said, can't we do a deal that calls the NFL's bluff? Larry Beal can help with that. And Ronnie Lott says, are you crazy? Wrong thought. Why is that the wrong thought? Okay? Why is that the wrong thought? See, now I'm getting mad all over again, man. Especially after this week. You hear what I said? Yeah, I feel Beast Mode can help the waiters. Yes, the one stadium I would. But did you guys hear what I said? Did anybody out there hear what I just told you? The World Needs says, you should have told Ronnie, hey man, don't bite my finger. I like that one. I should have. But no, seriously, that really bothers me now. Now I'm mad all over again. Oh. Yeah, I'm mad, man. I am mad. Don't get mad. And Go Cup says, ML says, okay, it's okay, get mad. I got your back 1,000%, Zenny. Yeah, I'm mad because I told Ronnie, I said, look, just call their bluff. Call the NFL's bluff and say, you know what? Boom. You want the land? Boom. You got it. Call their bluff. But think about it. After Libby, the mayor of Oakland, said this week that the A's are going to go to either Howard Terminal or Laney College and not the Coliseum, wasn't I right? Are you saying, what, do I want affirmation? Heck, dang, yeah, I do. You see, Ronnie said, asked me if I was crazy. No, I'm not crazy. Absolutely not. I know this better than they do. See what I'm getting at? Thank you, John Marks. Well, it's very frustrating, Steve Collins. Oh, man. Oh, that's so upsetting. I forgot about that email, and I just looked at it, and, man, doggone it, Ronnie Lott, man, you should have listened to me. Okay? You should have listened to me. It's a case of people listening to the wrong people. All right? Thank you. Thank you for having my back. Thank you, V-Dub. Thank you. Bradley says, give them the land and build up around new stadium in Oakland. Makes more sense than just letting them leave. Yeah. Thank you. Right, Octavio. No vision. All right? No vision. Jamal Mills. I never got why it was reported that the owners didn't like Ronnie Lott in the deal, but didn't have an issue with Bank of America. I don't think it was that they didn't like Ronnie Lott. What happened, Jamal Mills, that wasn't it. It wasn't not liking Ronnie Lott or not liking Fortress. What it was that the NFL wanted the deal that Fortress got. And there could have been, I actually suggested an alteration of the deal wherein Fortress was involved, but as a partner with the NFL, and they split development fees, okay? And they let the A's go off to Howard Terminal. Because the mayor can call their shots and say, I want Howard Terminal. That's what you can do as mayor. Elihu did that. He demanded the development of Uptown into an entertainment district. Okay? When he was Oakland Mayor Elihu Harris, is what I'm saying. Now former mayor. And so Carver says, don't boo, vote. Need people that are economic and sports driven. Yes. Barry Lee says, I'm serious. I really think Oakland would be in better hands with me as mayor. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm doing what I can to work toward that. What do you think about what Central thinks about the Raiders Las Vegas deal? I don't look at Raiders Central. Are you talking about Raiders Central, the video thing? Is that what you're talking about, Barry Lee? I'm just asking. Rick Gray. Hey, I'll see you, go Cubs. God bless you. God bless you, my sir. Rick Gray says, did Mayor Shaft say the city of Oakland loses money for each Raider game played in Oakland? And can you tell me why they are losing money? If true, can they kick the Raiders out now? Well, they could have kicked them out for that whole parking issue. It depends on how you slice it, okay? Let me be blunt. The Raiders are losing money at the Coliseum because they don't have a good lucrative sponsorship deal. And it's hard to get a lucrative sponsorship deal if you are flirting with leaving the stadium. That makes everything difficult. Now, there are creative ways around that, like, for example, my idea of having a tech expo at every Raiders event where you have basically as much of the free space of the floor you can available for rent by startups large and small, where they can have kiosks to show their products to fans, particularly their sports related products and apps and VR, right? Wouldn't that be cool? There are whole areas of the Coliseum that are just basically not used even during game days. And like, for example, if you go down to the first level, there are these large areas, storage areas. You can break those out and use those. There's the outdoor area at the one level where you go outside into the parking lot. You could tint that over and make that a tech event center. There are a number of things you can do. Just use your noggin. Or use your noggin. Use your head. Barry Lee says, San Antonio has an economic manager for mayor, and she's doing a lot for the city. I just know you could, Zenny. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, Corvette Chris Berman. That's sad. Donis, Task Force. Ah, yes. And then, Copy Central. That's funny. Raider Central is the YouTube channel, right? But isn't that the same YouTube channel? That Task Force idea is a good one. Isn't that the same? Yeah, that YouTube channel, I don't know the people that run it, but aren't they the same channel that takes clips from other YouTube channels? Am I mistaken? Is that them or somebody else? Yeah, okay. You said it for me right there. Next subject. I love how they set up the videos, right? But I don't like that they don't ask me for permission to use my video. If they had said, hey, Zenny, we're going to use this clip, can we do it? I would have said, Oh yeah, absolutely. Just give me credit. You know, send a link to my subscriber page, right? Something like that. No, absolutely not. No. Bradley says yes. In fact, he in fact has one of yours. I know that. I know that. I reported it. I reported it. So, and I think that caused them to lose their ability to make live stream videos for a time. Maybe they got it back, but that's wrong. I wouldn't do that to them. Okay, that's wrong. Now, LeVar Ball heading the task force. That's pretty cool. Crawford371 says, hopefully Grizz can get fan coalition groups, Bay Area economic groups together to get some form of a resolution. Davis isn't over his head. Yes, definitely. Rick Rice, he's giving you a free advertisement. No, he is. I realize that. But just let me know. Because I have too many instances of people using my videos straight out without asking me. And I understand a person's giving me a free advertisement, but also they try to run ads against it. And when they try to run ads against it, that means they're trying to make money off my video. You see what I'm getting at? That is where I have a problem. Alright? Yeah. Whenever you go to Radio Central, he's got a commercial popping up. That money's going someplace. So that's in part because of me. Some of that ought to come to me. That's all I'm saying. Alright? Well, Octavio, he should reach out to me and say, hey, look, this is what I've been doing, because when people do that, sometimes it means they have a hostility toward me that I'm not aware of. Why? That's why I reported them. I never got an email from them. I never got a call. I got nothing. So it's for them to reach out to me. Okay? So, I don't think so. Octavio says he doesn't think so. Yeah, I see. Anyway, the World Needs says, new draft pick, Eddie Vendura says he's turning album into Raider fans. Okay. Barry Lee says, or Zinni, they ate a fair you would make them look bad. Jamal Mills, Mark Davis will show his face. He takes ad revenue for you. Yeah, but he doesn't give me any. He takes it from me. He doesn't give me any. I mean, it'd be nice if he came over here and, lit up the super chat, right? Cha-ching! Be cool. What's it worth? $2? Fine, I'll take it. And, let's see here. Well, Mark Davis. I don't know what Mark Davis will do. We'll do that. But again, no, it's not. I would never treat somebody like that. It'd be nice to give. Right. All I want is credit. In the description area, he could say, video supplied by the following, and then give links to their YouTube channels, like Zinni62 here. I'd love that. That's all I want. That'd be fantastic. But someone took my video, including my interview with Oakland Mayor Libby Schaaf, and used it. I thought, whoa, what's this? I think it was those guys. And that's where I came in. I said, no, 4Q2PAB says, who the heck gets ad revenue on YouTube anymore unless you get a million views? I get ad revenue. Okay? I'm not. They don't like for you to disclose how much you get, but I get ad revenue. Is it what I have received over the past year, last year? No. Am I being affected by the same problem that others have been affected by? Yes. Is it still, substantial? It's still, oh yeah, it's still something that, it's not what it used to be, let's put it that way. All right? Now, people like to manipulate their own truth, and it's sad. Yeah, that's true. And thank you. I'm trying to keep it real. Thank you. And Senior says he gets good views and a decent amount of subscribers. Yeah, but on the backs of other people. I don't do that. Barry Lee says the one stadium that I would want to see in person. Like, for example, let's take the Las Vegas thing, right? I just showed you the stadium fly-through. But you know where it came from. You know it was Manteca. You know where to find it. And you know that I was talking about it over you, and you know that I didn't pass it off as mine. See, that's an example of the proper definition of fair use, and the proper definition of how to present content someone else created. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, citizen. Yeah. And so, let's see here. It's 1:43. It's 1:43. I started this at what? I started this a while ago, didn't I? I'm going to stop at 2 o'clock. This has been a good basic discussion. Oh, by the way, folks, does everybody know? Well, you know what? I better wait until I get this guest secured. And just to be fair, she is a she. She is the daughter of a famous actor who is going out and establishing her own mark in the fitness world. No, Barry, she's not your YouTube friend, but that's another one I want to get. We need to get her too. But this person's close. But her father, I'll give you a hint. I'm trying to drop a hint that's not obvious. This person was the focus. This character was the focus of a Marvel movie. Yeah. That's about as far as I can go. Yeah. The world needs a hug. Just subscribe. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I need to get over 50,000 subscribers. Right now I'm at 35,000. I need a lot more subscribers. I've been sitting at, I was at 34. Just hopping along, Ugh. Boy, oh boy. I can reignite the t-shirt program, Barry Lee. That's a good question. I believe if you click on that link, you can try and order one. I thought the program had expired, but I think it can be revived if somebody clicks on it and says, I want to buy a shirt, then I get that request. So give it a try, or have that person give it a try. Yeah. And then start streaming in China. I like that. Yeah, what I'm trying to do is I want to expand this out, get more celebs and more conversations and more fascinating, interesting people. I want to get you guys on as faces too. I want to use technology to bring back the water cooler conversation. Raider Central's pro LA. Crawford. You hit on it. Raider Central might be one of those people that was trolling me on Facebook from LA, who just is making derogatory comments about me, and so therefore takes my video and uses them out of disrespect, not respect. Thank you for telling me that. That's bad. Just make clickbait if I want more subscribers. Great idea. The world needs that. You don't know that. Oh, you tried last night and couldn't order? Okay, I'll fix the t-shirt issue. I'll revive that. I'll revive that tomorrow, so that tomorrow night you'll be able to buy, ta-da, t-shirts. Or when we resume, because tomorrow's Thursday, we resume. You see, Sunday is Mother's Day, right? So I'm gonna do it on Saturday instead of Sunday. If I do one on Mother's Day, it'll be with Mom. So let's just say yes on Sunday. Okay? A special Mother's Day live stream. Yeah, and I may do one on Saturday earlier. Yeah. Steve Colin says, great. Barry says, I'm still trying to get, thank you, Barry. I like Clark Craig. Hey, does anyone watch Supergirl? I liked Supergirl on Monday. That was great. I'm still not down with the Mon-El character, but hey, James Olsen, that was a great one. I still think James Olsen and Carol Danvers should get back together, but I'll tell you, Children of the Lost City, that Supergirl episode, brought Supergirl back to the top 5. It was a really great episode. Barry Lee saw it. Yep. Yep. And Bert McGill says, just clickbait Raider Syndrome for more subscribers. No, I don't want to have an adversarial relationship with someone like that. Clickbait Raider Central. No, I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. I don't. Does Raider Central have more subscribers than I do? I thought Raider Central had. I haven't been bothered to. How many subscribers does Raider Central have? I have 35,000. Yeah, Raiders. Yeah, Supergirl's getting good. Yeah, I agree with you, Barely. Yeah, that Mon-El, maybe it's by design. The actor is really good. Is it Chris Wood? I think it is. The actor is really good, but I think by design, Mon-El seems like he's like this kind of frat boyish dude that is. He always seems like he's got another angle. You can't quite trust him, and he's still, immature there, right? Yeah. Whereas James is mature. He's a man now. Yeah. Anyway, let's see here. But, yeah, how many subscribers does Raider Central have? Don't tell me 100,000. I say, what? No way. I don't know. I don't know the number. But I'm not going to go to Raider Central. I could check myself. Let me check here real quick. I'm just curious. All right. I'm just curious. YouTube, Raider Central YouTube. Raider Central YouTube. Raider Central has not listed their subscriber count. There, okay. Now I'm subscribed to them, but they're even using NFL Network clips. Ooh, this is bad stuff. Bad stuff. Hey, this is bad. Boy, oh boy, let me see something. Hey, good night, everybody. Good night, Smile. Let me check something with vid stats. Try and check the vid stats, because even if they don't post how many subscribers they have, right, there are ways to discover that. There are ways. Oops, that says not found. VidStatX. And for some particular reason, it doesn't have. Let me try something here. YouTube stats. YouTube channel stats. There we are. Social Blade says that? Hold on a second. Raider Central. Search. It says 0 subscribers, 3,251 uploads, 12 million video views, 12,195,000. I have 35 million, and I have almost 70 million video views. So I don't know. I mean, if they're listed as having 0 subscribers, it has. Oh, you said it has my link on his channel? Really? Where? Let me check. Zinni, hey Zinni, by saying Raider Central they are getting free advertisement, just saying, but Octavio Arias says that a link to me is on his channel. Well, if that's the case, then okay, I'll leave him alone. But it would be nice to call, you know what I mean? and a related channel. Wait. Is that automatic? Octavio, in other words, when you say related channel, that looks like that's generally maybe part of the algorithm. In other words, when you said he has a link to my channel, I thought you meant on his front page, okay? Where he's linked to me, or he's subscribed to me, right? And I'm there. I'm one of the preferred, okay? Or on his main page. Oh, okay, hold on a second. Let me see here. On his main page. Yeah, but related, what I'm trying to say though is that there's related channels and there's subscribed channels where he subscribed to me, all right? And that's what I'm trying to determine here. Raider Central. I'll just go to his YouTube channel again. Raider Central YouTube. Take a look. There's Raider Central, and I'll see for myself. And so then here comes Raider Central 2. It says Raider Nation channels. He doesn't have me as a Raider Nation channel. So no. We have related channels. Oh, I see. Yeah, but see, here's the thing. Those are not. Those are Raider Nation channels and related channels. Okay. Well, he's got me there. All right. Okay. All right. That's cool. All right, cool. That's cool. But I still want to know. I still want him to say, hey, you know what, Zenny? Is it okay? We like your video here. Can we use it? Fine. I see that. Yeah, I do. I didn't know that. Okay. But again, no one ever contacted me and reached out to me. I know that there was a guy in Fresno and a guy in Southern Cal. They had me on for an interview. And they were, LA. And they stopped contacting. I was very happy to give them advice. I think they got upset that I wasn't available immediately at their beck and call. And they misread my response or lack thereof as some issue with them. I never had an issue with them at all. I liked them. I was busy between here in California and worried about the stuff I'm worried about and doing work and all that. I got a million things on my mind, and they reach out before they were going to do a show, and I wasn't always available. Sometimes I reach out to people and they're not always available. That happens. But I don't dislike them for it. It just means sometimes they're not available. I don't know. The world needs a hug and cookies, Rick says. It's all good. I just watched the video and it seems like he's special needs. Ah, really? Okay. But I laughed when in the background of his garage is exercise gym equipment. He can barely breathe through his address. That's terrible. All right, I'll give Raider Central a pass. That's the verdict. The Zinster court has... Is that the court of the... Is that the verdict of the court? Is that the verdict of the jury? Just give Raider Central a pass? Is that what you guys are saying? I'm waiting. He works on his own. Give him a support. Thumbs up. Because I'm already subscribed back to him. Good night, Barry. Good night. He works on his own. He may use Raiders cam footage. Good night. He may use Raider.com footage. It's free promotion. You got it. Okay, so the brethren has spoken. I will bow to your wishes, and I will support Raider Central and give Raider Central the proper advice. One thing, I really caution Raider Central against using the content of others. It's always a good idea to make your own views and opinions and talk. That's what YouTube is about. That's what YouTube wants. So I'm a little skittish about I'm a lot skittish about encouraging that kind of behavior. I really am. And the World Needs says he should at least be looked into because he has his lawyer's contact when you click show, but for more you can't take his logo or remove NFL Networks because it's passing as his own. Yeah, see, stuff like that I can't condone. That's a legal, nasty habit. And he is that close to getting into big, fat trouble. He's got to stop it. You guys you know, I told him once, I reported him. Everybody's got to tell him, hey, knock doing that off. It might be nice and cool and everything, but it's going to cost him. Someone's going to have that channel yanked. I mean, someone like the NFL Network or ESPN or wherever else he's getting his footage through YouTube. He's got to stop that. Rick Gray asks, why did the Raiders, 3 minutes to closing, by the way, why did the Raiders, Mark Davis, only want to build in the current stadium site instead of the south parking lot? That seems to have killed any deal at the Coliseum's site. Well, he may have wanted that. It seemed like he was trying. He said he didn't want it in a corner and all this. But see, if we'd given him all the property, it wouldn't have made any difference. He would have had the property. Okay? Davis didn't want to share the property with the A's. The A's didn't want to share the property with the Raiders. The mayor could have said, look, over this time certain, the A's are going to Howard Terminal, and then therefore we will free up this land for the NFL and the Raiders, and this is what we're going to do with it, and here's the financing for both, and moved on. But no, the mayor had to make it more complicated, and Ronnie Lott could have forced the issue. He said, are you crazy? No, Ronnie, I'm not crazy, man. I love you, man. Have I seen Violators video posts? Keep Raider Nation United. I haven't seen that yet. But folks, it's 1:58, almost 2 o'clock. I'm going. Thank you all so much for another fantastic conversation. Colin Kaepernick will be back. Will be back. I'd love to get him on this show. Good night, everybody. Good night. I will answer all other questions tomorrow. Thank you, Rick Ross. Thank you. Thank you all. Good night, everybody. Good night, everyone. Wax on. Wax on. Wax on. You can bet your last money it's all going to be a Stone Gas Crawford 371. Honey. That's great. Good night, everybody. Good night, John Marks. Good night. You got it, Rick Gray. You got it. Good night, everybody. Hey, thumbs up, by the way. Give us some more thumbs uppies. Need thumbs up. Thumbs up, everybody. Peace, love, and soul, says the late, great Don Cornelius. Thank you. Thank you. That's like Don Cornelius. Like that Cornelius. Yeah. That's right. I'll see you guys later. Thank you. Stay positive and stay classy. See you guys. All right. Good night.